Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you what is in my used book haul. So as a homeschool family, who doesn't love books? I think we would love books regardless of if we were homeschoolers, but I'm going to share with you today what is in this used book haul. So my mom, part of these books, well, most of these books in this haul are actually the ones that my mom blessed us with. She was out and about not too long ago and texted me from a used bookstore where she lives and asked if there were any certain books I was looking for. So of course I FaceTimed her. The reason is because she said the bookstore that she was at had half off of any children's book, including novels. So of course I FaceTimed her to see what all they had. Now, it was kind of hard to see because the FaceTime quality was a little fuzzy, so there probably would have been a lot more that I would have had her get. But these are the ones that we made out with, and I'm also going to share some of the ones I picked up at our local used bookstore as well. All right, so the first one is one that we listened to part of it as an audiobook on our Libby app. But I really have been wanting to buy the book because we're just a lot better about reading books if we have them in front of us. And so as soon as we got this, we of course started it. So there's a little place marked. But anyway, but it is The Penderwicks. And I know that a lot of people have already read this. We had not finished it all the way. Like I said, we started the audiobook, but we didn't finish it. We are so enjoying reading through this right now. So it's perfect because it takes place in the summer and my kids are really loving it. So it looks like the bookstore my mom got it from had it listed for $3.50, but she got half off of that. How awesome is that? So we are really enjoying The Penderwicks. So the next one is one that I picked up at our local used bookstore. I used to read these great illustrated classics when I was a kid. I actually got this for my oldest son. It is an abridged version of the book Moby Dick, but I thought that he would really enjoy that. So I got him just this little illustrated classics Moby Dick hardback. I think I paid $1 for this. The next one is one that Sophia picked out. She cannot read it herself yet. She can read quite a few of the words, like the smaller kind of sight word type words. But she really loves American Girl and Welly Wishers, and so they had these at the used bookstore. This was a little more. It was $3 for this, but it doesn't even look like it's ever been read. The spine is not broken or anything like that. So I got her Camille's Mermaid Tale from Welly Wishers. The next one is one that we were supposed to read a couple of years ago and just didn't. And so I'm going to add this to our U.S. history study this year, and it is Caddie Woodlawn. So I bought this at our used bookstore here, and it was just, I think it was $1.25 or $1.50. I can't remember, but Caddie Woodlawn, and it's in really good condition too. It's got a little bit of a bend there, but otherwise it's in really good condition. So yay for that. The next one is, my husband and I are really big fans of history, and one of the historians that we really love is Shelby Foote. So I picked up the Shiloh, a novel, when I was at our local used bookstore. I think I paid just a couple of dollars for it, hardback, really good condition. And so that's that one. The next one, again, Shelby Foote, is this. There are 3 huge books in this series, and it is a narrative of the Civil War. So this is volume 1. It takes place from Fort Sumter to Perryville. And my husband has been wanting this, and my mom saw it at the used bookstore she was at, and she picked it up. And what I thought was kind of cool is that there was a newspaper article in here that the previous owner left in here. So I thought that was kind of cool. But he is really enjoying reading this. again with Shelby Foote and the Civil War, and that is Chickamauga and Other Civil War Stories. And I picked this one up at our local bookstore. Again, I think it was just a couple of dollars, but yeah. So the next one is, I actually taught a class at our co-op where I had this as an assigned reading, and I really wanted my oldest son to read it. I thought that it would be really good for him. And all I did for that class was I just checked the book out. So when I saw they had this at the used bookstore my mom was at, I had her pick it up. It is a hardback, and I think she just paid a couple of bucks for it. So that will be for my oldest son. The next one is one that we have read a couple of times, but I wanted in our library. My mom paid just $1 for it, and it is The Trumpet of the Swan. We really love this book. Previously, I had just checked it out, and again, this book is like I'm having a hard time opening this because I don't think it's really been read. So, yay for that. The next one is The Wind in the Willows. So it has been a while. My younger kids have not heard this. I read it to my 2 older boys, and so my mom paid, let's see, half of that, so $1.25. Confession time. So I, in high school for honors English, was supposed to read what most people read in high school, and that is To Kill a Mockingbird. But I was a rebel and I did not read my summer reading. So I am actually kind of sad to say that I have never read the book To Kill a Mockingbird. So when my mom was there, I had her look for this because this is what I want to read this summer. I want to make a point to read it. It's a book that I've always intended to read since I rebelled against it when I was in high school. But yeah, so I will be reading this summer. So confession there, never read it. The next one I had my mom pick me up is I love L.M. Montgomery, and the Anne books are just, so good. So anyway, so I had her pick up as many of these as she could find. I of course have Anne of Avonlea and Anne of Green Gables, and I think I have one of the other ones, but I did not have Anne of the Island, so I had her pick that up. And let's see, where's the other one that I had her pick up? I had her pick up Anne of Ingleside and Anne's House of Dreams. Had her pick those up, so I'm missing a few in between some of those. But anyway, so I just really want to get like the whole L.M. Montgomery collection. So the next thing is we checked Betsy Tacy out from the library for Sophia, and she loves Betsy Tacy. And so I thought, well, Lily will probably love it too, and I would really like to have it in our library so that we can come back to it. So I had her pick up this one. She just paid $1 for it. The next one is another one that I really want to read pretty soon. The Bronze Bow. I will probably have my oldest read this, or we might hold off until next year. I'm not sure, but we have it, and I've been wanting this book anyway because it is very, very good if you haven't read it. So my oldest really loves the Hardy Boys, and so they had a ton of them at that used bookstore my mom was at, and so he thought this one sounded interesting, The Secret of the Lost Tunnel, so she picked that up for him. The next one is I had her pick up Let the Circle Be Unbroken. Then I had her pick up The Swiss Family Robinson. And then I think this is the last one, Pinkie Pie. If you have read the Moffats series, it's really cute. There's also Ginger Pie, and then this one is Pinkie Pie. So Sophia was especially excited about this one, and I am too. I have not read this one. I do really like the Moffats. This is another one. It's brand new. It's never even been opened, so that's super exciting. So anyway, so that is our used book haul, and I hope that you enjoyed this. Hope you saw some books that maybe interested you, that you might want to get to. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope that you have a blessed day.